To the soul with Archie Mike. Anthony's here too, let's ride the hype. Bigfoot's on the run, Area 51's tight. Digging deep for truth, we ain't afraid to fight. Flat Earth theories got us spinning wild. JFK secrets hidden in the files. Illuminati whispers, fashion crooked smiles. I won't tune in, sit back and stay a while. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies. CIA plots under moonlight schemes. Hidden agendas ain't as crazy as they seem. Voices in the dark amplifying dreams. Conspiracy chaos, nothing's what it seems. Follow the breadcrumbs, follow the light. In the rabbit hole with us, pitch black night. RGB and Mike, guided by our might. Anthony with wisdom, out of sight. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies.
And I think developed a good relationship. I told him that I was a skeptic, that I'd never seen a UFO or a ghost or orb or anything of the sort, and that I would be bringing in my own team. I also asked him for any of the data, and he said, well, I'm selling the property on an as-is basis. I'm not willing to turn over any data, not only because the ranch was part of a Pentagon-funded black budget program between 2007 and 2013, but he went on to say that he felt, he wanted to keep that private. And I agreed. At the end of the day, I felt that starting with a clean slate would help me establish a baseline and most likely help me even better establish that there was a natural explanation.
And that he's talking about, folks, is the Skinwalker Ranch. Welcome back to another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. My name is RGB. Joining me tonight, as always, is our guy Gotham Lefty, Florida Mike. Florida Mike, what's up, brother?
What up, big dog? How are we doing this evening?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Area 51 Anthony caught something in the lab, so he's out for tonight's episode. But we're gonna be going down
Section
to Skinwalker.
9, man.
Yeah, man. Fucking kid. Guy don't get enough. He's out in the public all the time. Doesn't get enough vitamin D to be out in the sun. You know, he lacks a lot. I seen him the other day. He was looking kind of pale. I mentioned in our group text during the pod. I don't know if it's the test they're running on him down there or what's going on, but Area 51 Anthony's got to get his shit together.
Yeah, he's got
a whole house to himself all week, and he's bitching out. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. But the video we just heard, man, that's we're talking about some Skinwalker Ranch, man. It's a very interesting place in, I think it's in southern Utah. A lot of weird, crazy shit happens over there. I've seen a lot of I watch a lot of YouTube, and for whatever reason, my YouTube always seems to take me down the paranormal side of things. I watch a lot of Hollow Sky podcast. Shout out to Kyle and Steve over there, still trying to get those boys on the Conspiracy Chaos. They have a nice little deep dive into it. They were talking about it recently. Tripoli had a guest on recently talking about it. So I figured I'd get into the chaos side of things and give our opinions of what we dove into here at Skinwalker Ranch. So just to break it down a little bit, in a remote corner of Utah lies a property where UFOs, shapeshifters, portals, and government agents all share the same zip code. Some call it cursed land, others call it the most important paranormal research site in the world. Tonight we're going to go inside Skinwalker Ranch. This episode is going to be titled Skinwalker Ranch, America's Paranormal Lab. So, dude, it's crazy. I mean, this has a lot of native ties to it as well, Mike.
Oh, absolutely. So Utah, I mean, is notorious for that.
Yep. Have you seen American Primeval on YouTube?
I have not.
So they talk a lot about the Native Americans and like the Mormons, and it's based on that. But you realize how big of a deal the Native Americans, especially in that territory, which was Mexico back then, actually were.
Yes, it was.
So that's another thing I got into the other day with territories and presidents, figuring out like what territories presidents got into and shit. I took a deep dive.
Okay.
Oh, James Polk, bro.
Shit.
He established 90% of the country. I can't see my phone when I'm trying to do both.
You got to like adjust the whole top half of your head just to put your old man glasses on. That's
I
hilarious.
did. I had to take my whole hat off. The headphones had to get adjusted.
Yeah,
Everything.
yeah,
Bro. Everything. So yeah, man. Let's see. The history. It's in UINTAH Basin, Unitah Basin, Utah. It's primarily the home of the Ute tribe legends. The land is said to be cursed. The Skinwalker is a witch-like shapeshifter in Navajo lore. So it was the Navajo's land.
Mm-hmm.
And as I mean, I don't know if people know, but the history of the natives, they believed in a lot of sacred rituals and
Oh yeah, very spiritual.
very spiritual, very spiritual. So
And that was like their like demon almost.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I read something somewhere before that, like something happened on the land, and someone was killed or something to that extent, and that's when they put the curse up there. I'm actually gonna look that up. So the main person that brought it to the public is once again the same person who brought us Bob Lazar, is George Knapp. I'd love to get George Knapp on here. He does.
That'd be
He's
sweet.
he's got a radio show, Coast to Coast Radio. He does now out in California or out west. I don't know if it's California where it is, but he's been on Rogan a few times. He's cool with Jeremy Corbell, who did the documentary on Bob Lazar and other crazy, I guess, UFO like released with the government and that kind of thing. Once people get tied to the government, though, I get a little skeptic of them, to be honest with you. Let's see what else I can pull up.
Well, YouTube wouldn't let us post our UAP pod episode.
Really?
It's the only one.
No shit.
Yep.
I wonder how close we got.
I don't know. It won't tell me. It just, and it won't let me remove it either. So I'm gonna wait a little bit and then try it again.
Oh, no shit. That sucks. Maybe just try uploading again. All right, so here's Julian. I'm going to pull up a quick video. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah. Where are the videos and like pictures of this place? You didn't post it on. It's playing down here, but
Oh,
it's not
shit.
up here.
See, this is why we need Ant.
You sparking a J like you did a good job.
I got it.
You're doing a great job.
I thought I did.
You're
Thanks,
doing a
man.
great
I gotta
job.
put it in the stage.
Sparking the J at a
That's the part.
celebration.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's the part I forgot before, but gotcha.
Skinwalker Ranch. In the 1970s and 80s, it really started to identify itself as a hotspot, if not potentially ground zero, for compounding high strangeness. Cryptid sightings. The cryptid is a pan-dimensional creature, something that does not look like it's from the Earth, but nobody really knows where it is from. They had reportings of energy orbs or glowing balls of energy at multiple different altitudes, some right against the ground, some up high in the sky, ranging in size from the size of a basketball to the size of a Volkswagen. They had UFO sightings. They had UFO sightings in the sky, but they also had UFO sightings near the ground level. And then they had just all sorts of strange energy and energetic kinds of activities. Batteries that would drain faster than normal, cars that would just spontaneously combust just in this ranch. And that ranch had turned over ownership multiple times. And one of the previous owners was a gentleman named Robert Bigelow. And Bigelow was part of a team that was a contractor for the U.S. federal government and supposedly investigating alien technology. Skinwalker Ranch. In the night.
Why is the government involved in skin? That right there, something's going on. They're curious to what the activity is. All right, so people see, like they said, he's seeing UFOs flying over the basin. I watched the first couple seasons of the show. I think it's available on Netflix, or you can find a lot of it on YouTube as well. And this one guy, remember, like they went to something like a drain or something, and he started getting like Area 51 Anthony tonight. Maybe this is what happened. He got too close to something and he started getting nauseous and headaches.
Got exposed.
And like migraine. Yeah, like radiation. It was a huge amount of radiation coming from this room or something like that. There's a lot of cattle mutilation where these cows are just gutted, literally gutted. No blood's left around on the ground. Like that's one thing that I don't really think. Like, how do you explain that? How do you explain like cattle mutilation? Like that's one of them where I'm like, dude, this doesn't make no sense. There's 500-pound cow and we can't figure out how. What the fuck?
I think they know. I mean, it is like a feeding almost, like a ritual. Possibly.
Maybe it's like a sacrifice is what we have to sacrifice to the skinwalkers
Yeah.
or the demons or
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the Prez, when he signed that, I guess supposedly the treaty, right?
with the aliens, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that was all part of it. Maybe Utah is like because what they said there was like portals there, like
Portals too. That's the other
different types of
interesting thing.
energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like so, like I wonder if that's where like possible uranium trade off is.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
But it's all speculation because it's tough to get like actual footage. Like I mean, what like it's like when those skinwalkers or Nephilims were down in Miami.
At the mall.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that kid is gone. The kid with the video.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he just recently went missing or dead, possibly. I could swear I saw something browsing through quick, but
Do you ever actually look at that video? Not to go too far off. I guess we're not because it's alien related, but and notice how much of a police presence there actually is there.
it looked like the entire state of Florida.
It's no way, bro, that it was for high school kids fighting. Like, haha,
No,
funny. Unless
absolutely
you had every gangbanger in South Florida show up to that mall, I still don't think you're going to show up.
No.
That's no. The
I
couple
think the only way you
spots-
see that many cop cars is if the president was there
right,
and
And
they
he
just found out.
and they jumped
what I'm
him or
saying?
something. Yeah,
Yeah, or something like that.
and he
Like,
got jumped by high school kids, but that police presence was craziness.
Would you
That's
see
another
the video?
episode
The
I
kid's
think.
video? The
Yeah.
kid's video is like just kind of like how you described the skinwalkers. They were tall, like almost like a shadow, long, lanky figure. Hand. It was all black.
Yep.
Like I mean, it was blurry, obviously, but I mean, you could see what they described as that.
I mean, I
but where are
think
all the
photos
rest of the
were scary.
witnesses for that?
Right. Where's all the other 1,000 people that were running out of that mall? Like, that's the only mall in America that's still popping, though, I guess, because every mall around me, there ain't nobody in that shit. It's like a fucking
Yeah,
flea
same.
market.
Same.
Got a Foot Locker, a Macy's, and a bunch of 50% off stores.
The going back to like the Skinwalker Ranch, like orbs and stuff
Mhm.
like that could be just like how my buddy Lance Miller was talking about. I think it was like New Mexico.
Yeah.
And he always saw like UFOs, shiny orbs, floating orbs, changing colors. Like, and he would send me these pictures.
There was just
and,
the orb sighting up north where Adirondack Bigfoot posted something that right by him there was like a storm or something happened, and then like all these like you seen like a glowing orb. It looked like it was like in a capsule, basically like a light bulb, and it was just cruising right along, headed north.
and
There's been
and
some strange activity up this way.
for sure. And I think that obviously you can fly an orb. It's just like a wingless drone, pretty much, right? Like,
Right.
I mean, I'm sure they have ways they can fly an orb, or even drones.
Or that energy around it is how it proposes.
Yeah, and they're just manipulating the weather with it.
You love the weather
Yeah.
manipulation. You believe a lot. That's like one of your favorite ones to get into, I've noticed. The weather.
I mean, it's actually really, honestly, like the one that's the most common sense. Like,
And it's an
you really
interesting one. It's very interesting. Especially they didn't want to admit that they did it for so long, and now it's just like blatantly obvious, and they're full blown like,
Right.
yeah, we can do this, we can do that. But for so long, I was just thinking about
and they
this
renamed it, to make it softer.
cloud
you know,
seeding, right?
Cloud seeding instead
Yeah.
of "we're killing you from above." They're like,
Yeah.
let's go PG.
I had this guy I used to work with. He moved down to Virginia recently, about a year ago, and these guys used to laugh at me, bro. Like peak COVID, like when we were all just hanging, like the guys you hung out with were the guys you worked with because you couldn't see anybody else, kind of thing.
Mhm.
And they used to make fun of me of the whole conspiracy stuff and this and that. And I was like, bro, they can make it rain when they want to because I got talking chemtrails. Shout out to my buddy Brandon. Brandon and Jack. So Brandon's like, what do you mean? I go, bro, watch. When these lines cross, you're going to see within 2 to 3 days, I guarantee you're going to see rain. Look at your phone right now. It says no rain on Wednesday, we'll say. He's like, no. I go, all right. Come see me Wednesday, bro. Let me know what the weather's like. And sure enough, Wednesday, Thursday, it'd be raining in one of those 2 days. I'm like, bro, it's because once they cross these things, you see the squares start popping up all over the grid. You start to see the grid. So literally, this guy at every point after that, anytime he sees him, it'd be like a couple days, right? I'm like, bro, come see me in a couple
X
days.
marks the
And a couple
spot,
days later,
baby.
yeah. And he's like, Raj, bro, you're really onto this. And like, they didn't believe me about what is it, Abu Dhabi or whatever, who does the cloud seeding, will make it rain.
Yep. Dubai.
Once a month. Yeah, Dubai, what makes it rain once a month. So like, they have the technology, and like, who's to say some of this technology they're not getting from places like Skinwalker Ranch, to bring it back to Skinwalker.
Absolutely.
Who knows if they figured out, like Bigelow and the government that was working with him. So all right, now Bigelow is one of the richest people in the world as it is. He's a billionaire, and now he has the financial backing of the government. You can do anything you want at that point.
Oh, absolutely.
You can literally do anything you want. Before Bigelow got there, though, the Sherman family, they owned it. In the 1990s, they claimed intense paranormal activity, UFOs, mutilated cattle, strange creatures, glowing orbs. So, like we said, the UFO sightings hovering over the ranch, not only high above, but it also comes down low in the basin, which is creepy because it's probably, like we said, there's some type of energy at that. I really think this goes back to the Native Americans, man. I think they cursed this land. I truly think they do. What do you got?
Robert Bigelow.
You just looked something up. You just got something.
Because like it's just weird.
The Bigelow Tea Company.
Yeah, dude, Robert Bigelow. I put how tall is Robert Bigelow because Nephilims and Skinwalkers are tall, and it says Robert Bigelow's height is not specified in Wikipedia or any other publicly available sources. Why would you hide that? What are you, 3'7", or are you 7'9"? You know,
yeah, you were
8 feet tall. Yeah.
Man.
He's an ugly motherfucker, boy. I tell you that.
Yeah, he is. I'm curious to that now. That's funny. So, all right.
Dude, how's it?
Smorgasbord that we came across, as we kind of been talking about, is the UFOs hovering over the portals, Mike. That's the thing we got that sidetracked us into the mall, was the portals. I feel like there's, when these energies, and it could be maybe something to do with ley lines, something to do with, you know, the frequencies and on the ley lines.
100%.
Certain.
You nailed it.
It's set, like when I say this shit out loud, obviously it's conspiracy cast, so it can be a little crazy, but like, if I said this in a room of other people, they'd all look at me like I'm fucking nuts. You know what I mean?
100%.
But I'm talking
to cops on us.
Yeah, I'm talking to you and some of our listeners, and it's like, yeah, man, that makes sense, you know, because we think differently. That's all. We're open-minded and think differently. So with that, I think the energies, to when they align, you can open up these portals, and that's when you get the shadowy figures. They've also said the wolf-like creatures that are immune to bullets. So they've tried to shoot these things, and to no avail.
I would love to see that video.
Yeah, seriously, dude, that'd be nuts. They probably have the video though. They've had drones fly over this place. They've had everything. Like, I'm telling you, check out the show. At least the first, like, you could probably skip like the first 4 episodes, 5 episodes, till it starts to get into like the stuff you don't know about kind of thing, and some of the testing and that kind of thing. But there's one of the actors I'll bring up shortly. He's got some ties to the government that make me a little skeptical of him. But the cattle mutilation with surgical precision, no tracks of anything. That has always baffled me in like UFOs cases where there's cattle. You know, there'll be what do you call it? The movie Signs. What do you call it? The farm, when you get the circles.
Oh, and the signs
crop,
and stuff. Yeah, crop circles.
Yeah. You'll see crop circles, then there'll be cattle mutilation affiliated with it. So
yeah,
stuff
absolutely.
like that.
My brain's going a million miles an hour, but what if the Nephilims or the Skinwalkers portaled themselves from one place to another and built the pyramids? Because Nephilims are tied to the pyramids, am I correct? Or is that the Anunnaki?
Anunnaki. Yeah, I think. So the Nephilim are the giants, and we believe. I guess I don't really understand in the lower scheme of things how it happens, but like the fallen angels, which are the Anunnaki, mated with the Nephilim, is what created man, allegedly, or something to that. Anu
Okay.
mated with a Nephilim, and that's how man was allegedly created. There's so many different ways to look at it, man. There's so many different theories.
I would love to see one.
A Nephilim?
Yeah, I probably shit my pants,
Oh, we all.
but I would like to see one, or an Anunnaki. Like just let me know, like what's up, you know.
I think in the petroglyphs and shit we see, and the carvings and like alien carvings, the thing we see with like the halo shape around it, you know what I'm talking about? I know I've seen it. It's got like almost looks like a King Tut crown. It's got the crown, and then it's got the thing. I think that's what the Anunnakis were, because I think they came down like, I think that's supposed to feature them like glowing in a way, and that's how they drew it back then. I mean, chiseling in the stone with who knows what, a rock and a rock.
Do you think that you can have aliens and Anunnaki, or do you think they're just all one?
I think
are they like all one species with different names?
No, I think there's different. I think a lot of it is related to the star system. I don't necessarily think aliens come from planets. I think that they come from the star systems. And I think kind of has, you know, there's ET, the little guys. I think there's creatures like that. I also think there's creatures like you're gonna see like,
yeah, those are the little people,
like Swamp Thing almost. Yeah, like reptilian, like Swamp Thing. Yeah. So I think it's all about just where they come from, and I think some are probably aggressive, and some would come be like ET and just chill and try to go home. You know what I mean?
I think we're so I think we're like we'll say planet for just for the time being, but I think we're a prison planet. That's why we have multiple types of things here, right? Like you got the lizard people, you got Anunnaki, Nephilim, you got us. I mean, you can go on. You got Baal. What if we're a prison?
Yeah, Satan. You got God. You got all of it.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of good, but there is a lot of bad.
Yeah.
So, and we just got fucked.
To think about, but it's pretty true.
Yeah, think about it. Something to think about. Like, I mean, obviously there's so many like speculations and different theories and
simulation theory.
Simulation theory.
I'd love to do an episode. Just we got to get someone on who's like deep into it and talk simulation theory. I think that would be a fun one.
See, and I believe in that too. Like, I mean, it's possible. Like, I don't believe in something 100% where like it's only that. Like I do, I like being an open-minded person. There could be multiple ways to do things, you know.
Oh yeah.
And there's just so many cool ones out there. That's why I like, you know, you just chase them down and figure it out.
So Mike, what did you we're gonna get into Bigelow here. And this is where, like I said, the government supported Bigelow. Now, this land was purchased by Bigelow in 1996 after the Sherman family just said, fuck it, we're out of here. This place is too creepy. We had that kids that were getting freaked out, like all that. So Bigelow buys the joint in 1996. National Institute for Discovery Science, NIDS, started funding. And later the AWASP, AAWSAP, under the Pentagon's UFO program. So the Pentagon has a UFO program. They're funding research.
Oh, they've always had it.
With a billionaire. Links to Harry Reid and the 22 million secret Pentagon UFO study. How much of that funding went into the Skinwalker Range?
That's a good question.
Especially
with all the speculations and stuff that's coming out of that area.
Yeah, right. So Brandon Fugel, he's the guy that I was talking about a little while ago. Let me see if I can pull this video up real quick. He's been a big part in a lot of research and stuff like that. This guy here. Oh no, that's Travis Taylor. I don't know who Fugel is, but this guy. So let me add that back to the stage. You can pull this up.
Made a lot of his money through hotels.
So this guy, this is Bigelow. This is Travis Taylor. He let's see. He was an aerospace engineer, optical scientist, a science fiction author, and star of National Geographic's channel Rocket City Rednecks. He's written more than 25 technical papers, 14 science fiction novels, 2 textbooks, and appears in a bunch of shows on the History Channel, specifically The Secret of Skinwalker. Here's an interesting theory of this guy, Mike. Taylor grew up in rural north of Alabama, alongside his older brother Gregory, a chief master sergeant of the Air Force Reserves. As a boy, Taylor read science fiction and dismantled household electronics. His father, Charles, worked as a machinist at Weil Laboratories, which is subcontracted for National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. In the 1960s, where he built America's first satellites directly with Werner von Braun. While in high school, Taylor's family moved to Somerville, blah, 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 blah. So this guy's father had affiliation to Werner von Braun. Television viewers know astrophysicist Dr. Travis Taylor is an interpretive investigator of UFOs and the paranormal at Skinwalker. But yeah, he has family ties to Werner von Braun. Bigelow Airspace in Las Vegas funded $22 million, secured by the late U.S. Senator Harry Reid. Yep, this is it, man. This is what they do. The task force whittled down a huge database into 144 of the very best cases. He was the one to do the research and help find the final shit, dude. So, what do you think about him having ties to Werner von Braun? And obviously, Werner von Braun was one of the people who first discovered NASA. I'm still sharing on the screen here, right, Mike?
Yeah, Werner von Braun was ex-German military, was he not, a scientist?
He was a Nazi.
Yep.
So this is what this camp looks like. There's a mutilated.
Yeah, that looks.
That looks like a
totally
rolled up
normal.
That looks like a rolled up carpet on the side of the road, dude.
Or like
500-pound cow.
a cow costume.
Yeah, without a drop of blood around it.
Yeah, you remember that paranormal old school movie back in the day called Attack of the Killer Clowns?
Dude, from outer space. Look at
Yeah,
this
dude,
thing.
and they would stick the straws in you and drink your blood dry, and then they would mutilate you.
Dude, my wife is terrified of clowns because of that movie. Her brothers got her with that movie, bro. And
That
like
movie
it
was
was
sick.
I wanted to watch it one night, but man. Yeah, UFOs cross third Unitah Basin skies. These are some of the skinwalkers. But look at they kind of are dressed in what they've reported is here we go. Maybe they'll show one of the things. Well, see, like Mike, I think these are the different.
Hieroglyphics,
Yeah, so like the horns and like the way these. Can
different
you see my
types.
Can you see my
Yeah.
cursor?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like these, I feel like those are the different types of aliens or demons or spirits or.
Yeah.
I think these two are somewhat similar, might come from the same thing, but they're still the way they describe
These
them.
it almost looks like, who was the native
What's this?
demon of the natives? What was the demon's name, or the dark entity? What they call it? You said it earlier. Hold on, go
Batman?
back to that. No, it was whatever the natives called it. Remember the that were there originally? Because it looks like, to me, the one that's on the right
Uh-huh.
is in charge, and these ones look like prisoners.
I said it earlier. The skinwalker, shapeshifter, Navajo skinwalker.
I thought you said a special name for it, like a god, like a name, like an evil god or something.
I'm not
Because we
sure.
went Native American, or the natives did it for spiritual. Very spiritual.
Shit, I can't remember.
I can't
No.
That's all right. So what if that, say, It looks like the one on the right's in charge.
Uh-huh.
And the other ones look like they're prisoners, but they could be like different type. Like, yeah, maybe like the Nephilims were in prison.
Right, just different. But like, what's this thing? That is that
I don't know.
that looks, and there's one down here with similar. Are they? Is that the craft that they came in? Is that some type of weapon? You see how they got the lines coming down?
Yeah,
both of
yeah.
them? So like that's the shit that it's like, and then they say they look like that fucking thing. Imagine a wolf just stands up and starts running at you like a human. Fuck that.
Yeah, dude.
So here's, I think there's one of these, a clip. From
They ain't
the
gonna do that
TV
shit in
show.
Florida. Hopefully
Yeah,
they're
they
not
should.
visible to bullets, but when the dogs come out, we're fucked. Or whatever you said was invisible to bullets.
See it? Yep, there it is. You got one. Yep. There it is right there, right there.
The UAPX guys all said they hadn't seen anything like it since the Tic Tac.
Dragon and I are going to take a rocket out there and set it up in this spot and launch it right underneath where we are. You guys will try and capture it through the telescopes. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's go.
After the UAPX experiment, we invited a team of astronomers out to focus high-powered telescopes up through the mile-high
Oops, sorry.
zone at the triangle. The plan was to launch rockets to stimulate something above the triangle while the telescope zeroed in on the anomaly's exact location.
Hey, Bryant, Travis.
You guys ready for launch?
Yeah, we are, Eric.
These guys are
Please
shooting
stand by.
rockets at
moment.
UFOs
Yeah, that's insane.
I'm having trouble getting my
on a government
computerized
spot.
mount aligned.
What is the function that you're trying to?
So the other thing is every time they go to do shit, Mike, they always have technical issues with their equipment. There's so many times like a camera won't work or their radiation equipment won't work. And especially in this situation, the radiation equipment, they need to work. Now this guy can't get his signal.
Do that it's not.
When I first set up the mount, I have to aim it at a couple of stars, and that builds a model of the sky in the computer. It's not letting me do that.
But just like with the UAPX team, the telescopes wouldn't function, and only when they were aimed at the triangle.
We need to launch this rocket now.
3, 2, 1. I thought that.
Yep. See it? Yep,
Yeah,
there
they
it
almost
is.
hit
You
that
got one.
thing. They almost hit
Let me
it.
launch rockets. Let me launch rockets into the sky at UFOs for a living. Guys
Yeah.
probably making 500 grand a year.
Oh yeah, easily.
Chilling. But I wouldn't want to be creeped out there. That's for damn sure. But yeah, that guy's got ties to Werner von Braun, man. Anybody that's got ties to
I wonder how close Hobbs is to Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh yeah. Remember we brought it up to her on Upstate when we were telling them we were gonna do the conspiracy podcast and she didn't know much about it.
Oh yeah, that's
She
true.
told me she was in Utah. I brought it up, and I was just like, "Where?" I'm like, "I believe it's southern Utah or whatever." And she
I
didn't
mean,
know
Utah's huge, but
it's a huge state, and there's a lot of open land. It's not very overpopulated. I mean, the cities and stuff might be. I've never been there, but
that's gonna be like one of our conspiracy chaos bucket list items.
Go out to Skinwalker. I would go check Skinwalker out. The tinfoil guys were invited out there. Then Johnny, the one guy, him and X are down to do it, and I think Sam's the one who's a little nervous about it.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's probably like, "Fuck that, we're gonna disappear."
No doubt. So yeah, man, a lot of money invested. Bigelow invested a lot of money. The government put a lot of money in this, over 22 million, with links to Harry Reid.
And who was his investors? Do you know?
No, Bigelow was on his own, man. He had this big. He owned the tea company.
All the
Bigelow Tea.
yeah, and the hotels.
Yeah. So he had money. He was coming from. He's a billionaire. So this is like a fun thing for him to do, and then to get support from the government to even go deeper into his projects, probably. But also they declassified documents mentioning transdimensional phenomena. So they know something goes on there. Like, is there portals in that mountain basin? Is there, like, what's the energy from? That's what and they have a trouble when they're not allowed to dig, is another rule. They're not allowed to dig underground because it's sacred Navajo land. Let's see.
Dude, Robert Bigelow is a 33-degree Mason.
Oh, no way.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
He was born in it.
Ugh, so fun.
His father was a master Mason.
So the first video clip I showed earlier was Brandon Fugel. He now owns Skinwalker Ranch. And I'm going to pull up a video here in just a second. So,
and over space, time, over.
Let me start that over. There we go.
Based on the data, there is an intelligence operating on that ranch that has command over space, time, over consciousness, can manipulate closed systems in a split second without leaving a trace, and I believe has the ability to communicate if we can understand or develop a common language at some point to be able to interact. Eric Bard, in particular, has had communication with at least one of these entities. He's definitely seen and documented evidence that we're dealing with an intelligence that does have the desire to communicate. He asked out of frustration. He literally asked verbally, if you have something to show me, show me. If you have something to tell me, tell me. In that instant, the screen morphed and digitally composed letters instantaneously of I living. You're me. Based on the data, there.
Yeah, all right.
I'm reading some stuff on him real quick.
On Fugel? Or on Bigelow?
On Fugel.
What do you got on Fugel?
I wonder, can I send this to you? Let's see.
Send it to Chaos.
Yeah.
And I can pull it up. Bro, this is an interesting place, Mike. Like, you can go pretty, like, I wasn't honestly well prepared for tonight's episode. And, like, the more you think about how crazy Skinwalker Ranch is, the more you can, like, bro, it communicated with one of the guys there to say that, like, it changed the computer screen.
So, it won't let me share it to you, but it's on X. And it says Brandon Fugel's page.
Mm-hmm.
He just recently purchased the 1816 Masonic Guide belonging to the first Mormon bishop, Newell K. Whitney, signed copy with his Freemasonry cipher and self-same copy, which informed the Mormon Temple endowment in Nauvoo. One of my favorite pieces of history, and he owns it. He is a Freemason, Brandon Fugel.
He's got to be 33 in the third degree. He's got to be one of the top dogs then. Jeez. Yeah, so in 2016, he bought.
I don't know if you can see that.
What's that say? Oh, that's the book?
It's the Freemasonry's Monitor. Yeah, Masonic Guide belonging to the first Mormon bishop.
Damn. Mormons to Utah, that's big out there. Brigham Young. So in 2016, that's why.
How old that thing is, dude.
Man, I want to go to just to see a book that old. You probably can't even turn the pages. You know what I mean? Damn. Oh shit. That's fucked. How old? What year is that? You say?
This was posted 3 years ago.
No.
November 7th of 2021, 1816.
Damn.
Masonic Guide
200
belonging to the first Mormon bishop.
200-year-old Mormon Masonic Guide. Well, the Masonic guy we're talking about is Brandon Fugel. He bought Skinwalker Ranch in 2016. That's when the History Channel, The Secret of Skinwalker, an ongoing investigation with scientific team, started doing the TV show. doing some of the testing. The clip we just seen there with Travis Taylor. So they also, when they're doing this research, I talked about a little while ago, the radiation spikes. They've had a bunch of underground anomalies they found where there's just voids in the ground, and the drones and other electronic equipment has failed multiple times. Like we just seen there, they had a little trouble getting that rocket off. They also times where the radiation equipment doesn't work. Some guys just starts beeping like crazy. Others, it just doesn't work. They're standing right next to each other, so shit like that. And it's not like, and then they'll go like 30 feet, 40 feet away from where they would just were, and everything will be working properly when they test it and all that too. So it's like,
see, that's the area they need to test. Because
Right.
I bet you if that, I bet you it's got to be like an energy or maybe a closed portal.
or is someone a target at that point of the energy of somebody, like the
Could
one
be.
person who's beeping and who's not, they're a target.
Because I know portals, like, I mean, just from speculation and what you read, but like a portal is just nothing but a huge energy. And when the frequency matches that energy is when it opens.
Right.
So maybe because it takes so much power to have that portal there, so much energy, when you're around it, it just sucks the battery life right out.
Dude, we're going on a
Dude.
fucking field trip, bro.
Hell yeah. Dude, Brandon Fugel's a billionaire, huh?
Oh yeah,
Um,
him and Bigelow. Allegations
Oh, yeah.
ran a controlled experiment, possibly a government psyop or a tech testing ground disguised as paranormal research. I don't believe that. I think this has that. I think this was someone's house, dude. The Stewart family lived there until 1990 something. People were living there like regular people, and no, bro, no shot. Like then all
Wait,
of a
hold
sudden-
on a second. You say the Stewart family?
Not the Stewarts. I don't think it was the Stewarts. It's the
The
Sherman
same Stewarts
family.
from William and Mary?
No, the
Same
Sherman
Stewart
family.
family?
That's what I was thinking of because I got that notes right next to me still from the other night. It was the Sherman family.
Okay.
Yeah, the Sherman family, and I don't think it was a psyop. I think this was full blown government research. They know something's up there. They know there's a different type of energy there. Scientists want to get involved. They're putting millions and millions of dollars behind it. This isn't just some playground for them. I think there's something there. I mean, I don't know.
Why not, right?
Too much crazy shit going on there, not to be. And the surrounding areas of like neighboring ranches and shit. I've seen stuff, but Skinwalker the most.
I would love to see some like real time footage.
Yeah,
You know,
there is some on the show, dude. But
yeah,
like
like when the show's on, I'm talking like you're talking. They're like on the show, like we're talking,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden, like they had a camera activate, and while they were talking, it would pop up like a screen share, and you could actually see like live footage. That would be sick.
of a guy running by, and then all of a sudden he turns into a wolf, and just then he says, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, there's people." He gets up and walks again, type shit.
Or
Runs
sits
fast.
there, mutilates a cow, looks in the camera, laughs at it.
Yeah, not a drop of blood.
Not a drop of blood.
Wild. That shit, like
I don't think.
that's the crazy shit.
I wonder what the cows are for.
The blood
You
is
tell
the
me that
energy.
one. You tell me that one cow like will feed whatever's out there.
I don't know if it's the blood that they're looking
Or
for,
maybe-
or
Yeah, like what do they do with the meat?
meat, or what. Yeah.
Do they use it for something else?
Do they transform into it? Is that something? I don't know why they would be a cow, but I don't know. I don't know what if there's other animals. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
that'd be a great way to hide though. You could just turn into a
chilling as a
random
cow.
cow. You know how
all
many
these-
cows there?
There's so many aliens out there that are dressed up as cows, and that's how they get out of their costume. They're gone.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, Men in Black, the
good.
thing landed in a cow farm.
So it could be. There's
The
just
UFO
like,
and Men in Black landed in a cow farm.
I want to watch that again. I haven't watched that movie so long. Could got me sleeping. All right, so theories. There's 4 possible theories. You got interdimensional portal, interdimensional gateway used by non-human intelligence being one of the theories. I kind of like that theory of having some stuff there that's interdimensional. I think there's something there that's getting them to try to communicate with us in a way, as we've seen with the clip where the guy was saying his computer screen switched up and said that I'm living or whatever the fuck it said. So that's a theory. Could it be? What do you think about the portal theory? Before I move on to the next one.
I love portals. I love frequency. I love energy.
Yeah.
I think it fascinates me. I think that you can't get out of a dome. So what better way do you do it? You have a portal, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
if stars are real, galaxies, whatever, are real, and you can't get out the firmament, gotta go through a portal.
Go. Oh, fuck.
Like how else are you gonna get there?
That's right.
You know, are there? Sure, why not? If they're not, okay, no big deal. But if they are, like, I want one. I want to know how to do it. Like, you know what I mean?
won't
Like,
do it.
yeah, like
Right.
what was that? Like that? Have you ever seen the movie Jumper?
Well, yeah.
And he jumps
Just
into
go
the
where
bank
you
and then
want.
jumps out, jumps to
Yeah.
Italy, jumps to act like, dude, come on.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick. I thought by
That'd
now,
be
when I was a little
sick.
kid, I thought we'd be able to teleport like that. By now, like when
Yeah.
you told me in 2025, when I was 7 years old in 1990, I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, we can definitely. I mean, that's gonna be awesome. Now I'm like, man, we still running on gas.
So yeah. Oh
Nothing
yeah.
cool.
Like you remember
Yeah,
Marty
yeah, I do.
McFly when he had like the hovering skateboard?
Yeah, that was 2004 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they actually like came out with one. I mean, it was terrible, but you were like, "Yeah, dude, they're really gonna do this shit." And then like, here we are. We got one-wheeled scooters,
No bueno.
but no hoverboard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got
And-
dudes on giant unicycles. Still,
Yeah, but now we just got electric scooters and e-bikes, and like, here you go, kids. You
Dude.
lazy bastards! You don't even got a pedal now.
dude, I heard two dudes obviously can't drive. They had e-bikes, right? And I live by this gas station, a Circle K, and it's always entertaining to say the least. And these two dudes pulled up on e-bikes from different sides of the block, we'll say, right? And I go inside, I come out, and these two motherfuckers are arguing on whose e-bike is better. He's like, well, mine goes faster. And the guy's like, yeah, but I get distance. Dude, and they were like all hyped up. And while they're like yelling at each other, they're like picking through the same ashtray. You know?
Oh my god!
Like, dude, you guys just bought a $3,500 e-bike and you're scratching
on the
for
e-bikes.
fucking cigarette butts? I was like, those bikes would be gone in a week. They'd be sold.
They should have raced for slips, bro. They should have raced for slips.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this shit was
Then they
crazy.
could have
I
stole
just
the other
started
e-bike.
laughing. Like these
Very
dudes are arguing
crazy.
over e-bikes, dude, and they don't even know where they're eating or where
Yeah.
they're living. Or
Spending bread on that shit.
yeah.
But these guys, those are the type of guys who need to walk right into that portal at Skinwalker.
Yeah.
And just keep on going. Now, what do you think about the theory of secret weapons testing and just the military hiding some exotic shit?
Oh, I mean, some of the things that we have, you can't deny the fact that it would have to come from somewhere else, right? Like the CERN machine. There's a certain thing you need that, you know, we don't have, so we go get, you know, or direct energy weapon. You know, you can
Yeah,
shoot
that's
from
what
a
I'm saying.
plane
Like,
from
you
like
think they-
15,000 feet up at 700 miles an hour and pinpoint a spot, you know, with a flack of a button. Like, come on.
That kind of testing, I think, is, if anything, where they're using DEWs, they're doing
We have,
futuristic type testing with some of the shit. That,
oh, yeah.
you
We have
know,
military
what we
planes that
currently
can go
have is
invisible.
Yeah, right.
We literally have military planes that disappear. And
Cloaking
you have
devices.
no idea there. Yeah. Like, where
That'd be the
we
spot
just,
to test it. That's where the money's going. That's where that $22 million is. Like, all right, yeah, you guys can go play your games and look for your Skinwalker, but we're gonna run some shit here too. And
I
that could
bet
be
you
what
they-
those guys are shooting at, is military drones and shit. And they're like, go ahead, let's see how it reacts.
I wonder if there's they have an entire city that connects from Grand Canyon to Area 51 to Skinwalker Ranch.
In the Utah, like a whole underground city.
Just a whole underground. We already know they have them. Denver would probably have to be part of that too.
This that 8-year project. I think that's a speed tunnel that they have. They get you across
$21 billion or whatever.
Huh. All in the same territory.
Oh,
What's the other one? Culture, fear, manipulation, using the Skinwalker legend to mask advanced aerospace art, research, and discovery. I think, I don't know. I don't think culture, fear, or the Skinwalker legend is like, I don't think people are afraid of it. I mean, yes, obviously, if someone's seen a Skinwalker, they shit their pants, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, God. Like, I would.
Yeah.
Definitely probably go stay on the site and shit until something happened. Then I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. But I would go check it out.
You know, you're freezing, peeing your pants, not moving an inch.
Yeah.
Just hope it walks by, but you get to like just see it. You know.
Just see it one time. Sleep paralysis. I'm sitting there. Yep. Piss dripping down my leg, and I'm like, oh my God, shaking like an earthquake.
Shaking.
I'd be shaking so bad it'd probably register on one of their earthquake things. That's the other thing. They have earthquakes and shit right at the bottom of the basin all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing they report. And then the last one is the lore theory of the ranch is bait to attract paranormal phenom for study. So basically setting out these frequencies and other things to try to draw in any paranormal or UFO phenomenon just to study it. That's also another good theory, but I'm liking theory one with the portals and the interdimensional.
Me too. Like if it's going to be, if anything is going to be true, that's the one we want.
Mm-hmm. Right, and the
shape-shifting portals,
the cursing of the Navajos, cursing the land because the white man took it from them and all that shit. So, is this place a paranormal hotspot, or is it just the world's weirdest science experiment?
if paranormal activity or UAPs, UFOs are real, then why not? That's a huge area where you can do a lot of stuff. You can hide it through mountains. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Just like the Grand Canyon. Like, I wonder what they moved from the Grand Canyon. They had that huge giant wildfire. What were they moving? What were they covering up to move?
Agreed. I'm agreeing too, man. I'm 100% on board with that. Ain't gonna get no pushback from me. I think there's something going on there. I think there's an energy there. I think there's for the government to invest all the money there. I feel like anytime they invest money into a research project, especially with another billionaire, it's like getting behind Elon and doing his SpaceX thing and all that. It's the same thing. Like, that's what they did with Bigelow. They were trying to get to the next level. So I think there's something going on there. I don't know, obviously, if it still is, but I'm pretty sure they're doing enough research for it. The guest that was on Tripoli just the other day on Tinfoil Hat was talking about he still gets called out to go do like removals of like cattle manipulation or mutilations and shit. So to this day, they're still running the TV show and that shit. So there's something going on there that these guys are trying to figure out. And with what was his name, Brandon Fugel, thank you. Investing his money and stepping into Bigelow's shoes. And that was the cool thing he said on the one clip was like, I came in there, I didn't take any of the previous information. We started with a clean slate. So they got to experience everything that those guys probably already have themselves. I mean, they couldn't know the previous group of Bigelow, know where some of that stuff's coming from. These guys got to find out the hard way, but when they do, they might, all these pieces might line up into something. But who knows?
Dude, have you ever seen been looking through maps
of
old Utah? Like, you remember how they said, actually, Elon Musk mentioned it. It was the United States used to be old Egypt. Right? Like parts of it. So I'm trying to look at maps for it to see where like Utah would reference to.
It also has references to Kentucky. They say Egypt.
Yep.
Old Egypt has said some.
Yeah,
with
so
the
I want to know
Cairo
what the
River and shit. It's a recent video I think I might even have. Let me see if I can find it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
You talk to me.
there's only one river supposedly that has 7 rivers that branch off of it, and they say it was Nile, but it's actually
Is that what it is?
Mississippi. I think so, something like that. And that proves like that's the
So,
7
yeah.
lives, the seven chakras and the spine and this and that, and that Kentucky was the original Egypt. So I was just wondering, I'm trying to find the map of what the Utah area, what territory or part of Egypt was that in.
Shit, this is from Monday. I didn't post it in our group.
I can't find the map. I had it and now I can't find it.
Yeah, man. Here's George Knapp telling us about the encounter at the famous. Let me go back to my studio so I can pull it up on this page.
Oh well, I'll look for it one day.
Was one night, one of the most dramatic things that happened. There are 2 of the scientists. These are PhD level people. They walk around the middle homestead, and 2 guys are up on Skinwalker Ridge looking down. They've got infrared equipment watching. And one of them with the infrared sees what looks like a dirty snowball of light just hovering a couple of feet off the ground. And he walkie-talkies these guys down there. Hey, do you see it? Yeah, we see it. It's kind of vague. Then he says, hey, something's happening. It's changing.
Our guys are on a ridge line looking down, and you see a light appear above the ground, expand.
This ball of light was stretching out. It became a tunnel of light. Into this tunnel comes a humanoid figure.
Some kind of monster reach up, pull his shoulders, and come out.
7 or 8 feet tall, black, featureless. When it gets out, the tunnel collapses into a ball again. It was almost as if it was a dimensional tunnel, but it was coming from some other reality. There was one night.
See, portals.
Oh, portals. Black creatures coming out of portals, man. Shout out to, who was that? Alien OG Podcast. Shout out to them guys for that post. I'll have to check those guys out, see if we can do a little collab or something.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Good little video. But yeah, man.
Do some 528 hertz and open up our own portal.
Fuck yeah. We'll go wherever we want.
That kid disappeared. Or the one that did, like, he opened up a portal on his bed.
The mirrors?
Yeah, well, he showed his computer and he showed his frequency machine.
Yeah.
And then he showed he had made something and it was on the middle of his bed. Right? And he starts messing with the frequency and he's doing it on his GoPro or whatever. And he watched the frequencies going up, 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 up. So then he turns around. And as it reaches 528, I believe, this portal on his bed opened up. And it looked, I don't know, it was like, it almost looked like desert. And it looked like a couple like items in it, but you couldn't like see it clearly, kind of. But you could definitely tell it was desert. And it got to, I would say it was probably like that big. I wonder if I can find it. And yeah,
I'm curious to what you were talking about a little while ago with the map stuff and the overlay of Egypt and everything else. That's another one we should definitely look into, because I've just seen a post with this homegirl. She posted something talking about it. Did you see the one girl? She's my new favorite follow. She says a conspiracy at the driving range and then turns around and just crushes the drive like 2 feet down the pipe. I'm like,
I follow her. That's funny.
Yeah, I just started following her too. She's awesome.
Yeah,
she
dude, she's
about 9/11 and Silverstein. I was like, yo, that's wild. What a great idea for a page. That's what I should have did.
Exactly. We're not cute though. But so it's ancient Egypt map 1542.
Okay.
I believe. And it's supposedly supposed to be the United States before obviously it becomes the United States.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna have to find it and I'll send it to you.
Dude, I'm curious to see because it's going to be definitely an interesting comparison, to say the least. But I encourage our listeners to take a look into Skinwalker. Let us know what you guys think. Is it a paranormal hotspot or just a weird science experiment for the government?
If you know anybody who's been there, let us know.
Yeah, guys like Bigelow and I want to say, what's his name again? Brandon what? Fugal. Fugal. I keep fucking it up. I want to say Funbar for some reason. Brandon Fugal.
That's fucking hilarious.
Are just doing it for something fun to do and spend millions and millions of dollars on research. And all these other scientists like Travis Taylor, who the ties to Werner von Braun make it interesting, ties to NASA make it interesting. So curious to see what your guys' thoughts are. Get us
a bunch of billionaires out there building toys.
Yeah, man. Hit us in the comments. Conspiracy Chaos. Check us out there. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, follow. Go check out our guy Florida Mike here. He just started a new YouTube page as well. Golfing Lefty. Golf vids. Go check it out over there for some golf tips. We could all use a tip or two on our swings and routines and shit. So
or a good laugh.
Or a good laugh. Right. But we'll be back on. I don't know what we're gonna do with Monday's episode. As of now, I'll be on vacation for next week for a couple of days. I'll probably be back for Wednesday's episode, but we'll figure something out. Area 51, Anthony.
I'm sure there's a conspiracy up there where you're going.
Yeah, we'll find one. There actually is. There's a sunken pirate ship that was actually found not too long ago, and there's like a whole museum and shit. And I didn't know anything about it until the last day last year. My father-in-law mentioned it. Of course, I'm on the Google, like, doing all my research and shit. So then I'm like, there's a museum? So I'm going to make a pit stop.
Is it a pirate ship from the Goonies?
No, I wish, bro. That'd be sick.
Wasn't it filmed up there?
No, that was in Oregon, up in Washington.
Oh, okay.
Pacific Northwest.
Wrong side.
Wrong side, yep. But, yeah, check us out. Leave us a review. Leave us a DM. Let us know what you think of the Skinwalker Ranch conspiracy. We'll be back. Most likely we'll get you an episode Monday. If not, we'll be back Wednesday with a live. So the way it's going to run, try to get more consistent with it. We'll go live on Wednesday. The episode we go live with on Wednesday, we'll get the audio on Monday. Then the video we run on Monday, you will get the audio on Wednesday. So going forward, and then we'll probably pop out some bonus episodes. So if you want the content right away, check us out live every Monday and Wednesday, 9 p.m. on YouTube. Hit that little alarm button you see on our YouTube page after you hit subscribe, and it will alert you and let you know when we're coming on. So appreciate everybody tuning in to another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. I'm glad I finally figured out the screen share, made it a little bit more interesting instead of being like this bullshit.
Good job. You did a great job, sir.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, homie. And we will catch everybody at the next episode.